What in the world is happening with Seattle real estate today? Have you ever wondered that? Stick around because we're going to get into it. Welcome back. Here we are. What in the world is happening with Seattle real estate? Your Seattle real estate forecast for August 2019. Here we go. Are you ready? Ready or not? Here we go. What you're looking at here is the King County median price chart for the last 3 years. And you can see that starting about last July, June, July, it really flattened out. Now, King County overall is up 1.7%. Pretty flat, even a little bit down off its peak. But that's really a flat graph. Now, watch this. Seattle. What is Seattle doing compared to King County overall? Oh, it's a dip. It's not just flat. It's down 1.4. So while King County's up 1.7, Seattle itself is down 1.7. Excuse me, down 1.4. That, I want you to look at the supply and demand charts because that'll really tell the whole story and why I always watch the supply and demand because it really tells the whole story. All right, let's look. If you look at King County as a whole, the under median, so the median in King County is 600,000. The under median, you can see there is decreasing supply. The light green is the supply. Dark green is the demand. Dark green is the solds, inventory versus solds, and you can see those are relatively close together, not like last year. Last year, huge disparity. When the graph started to flatten out, it was because there was so much more supply. This is in the under median category. There was this much more supply last year. That's begun to level out. Easy for me to say. Begun to level out. In other words, demand is catching up to supply. Supply is decreasing, demand is increasing. So that means if you're buying under median in King County, not Seattle, but King County, the outlying areas, Renton, Burien, those kind of places, up north too, Marysville, those wherever, like up north King County, or out east, not Seattle, you're going to wind up under median, selling quickly, or having a tough time buying. Now, let's look at the over median. The over median tells another story. The over median, way more inventory, very much like last year. So there's a little bit more demand than last year. That's nice. Demand last year really tapered off at this time. That's not so dramatic this year, but it is, seasonally declining. However, it is better than last year. So this gap's a little bit less, but this is 3-4 straight months of great solid inventory. So it's not quite a buyer's market for those over 600,000, over median. But if you're selling over median in King County as a whole, you really have to price it carefully. If you're buying over median in King County, you should have not such a hard time. Not a buyer's market, so only one or two other offers on a house, that kind of thing. You got to be careful. It depends how they price it. Now, watch what happens with Seattle. Seattle, this is under median. Look at all this extra inventory under median. You don't see that in King County as a whole. In King County as a whole, when you look under median, it's really close. This is very similar to last year in terms of supply. Overall. And demand is up a little bit, but this is under median, which is really different than the King County. This is why Seattle has seen a dip in its median price because there's an excess of inventory in both the under median and, where is it? My over median. My over median looks almost the same. Almost the same. Radically different than the King County version. So if you're selling in Seattle proper, you got to price it right. And you should have an easier time buying in Seattle proper than you would if you're shopping in Greater King County under the median price. If you're shopping over or under the median price in Seattle, you should have a much easier time buying than you were any time last year. So Keep that in mind. If you're listing or if you're buying, you want to be careful with the pricing in Seattle. If you want help, because everyone's case is different, everyone's story is different, every neighborhood is different. Are you buying? Are you selling? How can I help you? Let me know. For sure, subscribe to the YouTube channel here so you get updated with all the latest information as it comes out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you later.